Oh my gosh, I really don't want to cry. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Alina. If you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and do that right now, and then we can go ahead and get started with this video. So obviously there's a ton of changes that have been occurring in the world these past 2 months, I feel like. I mean, it's been longer than that, but I mean like in America mostly, like the past 2 months or so. And it's just crazy how things have changed so fast. Like, it just blows my mind how at the end of February people were like, what? Is this even like a thing? This and that, and then it just kind of exploded. Did I mention that I'm talking about the coronavirus? I mean, I figured that you guys would, catch on. Anyways, so I kind of just want to talk about how it affects all us nursing students, how it's affecting me personally, and what are we doing? Like, am I graduating? Am I not? Like, what's happening? I follow Nurse Life RN on Instagram, and he posts a ton of like nursing memes, hilarious guy, and a bunch of people DM him, and he always posts things anonymously, and nursing students are like freaking out because like the programs were like, you're not graduating till next December, this and that, and like a lot of people were freaking out. I personally know of like some of my classmates that were really freaking out because they were relying on graduating this summer, and they just had different things lined up, and in their life, like, they need to graduate on time, financially, and just with like your life plans, like all these different things, your family, like it affects so many different aspects or not, whether or not you're going to graduate on time and whatnot. Okay, so let me get into what happened kind of with my situation. Oh my gosh, like okay, we were on spring break and all these things were starting to change. It's like mid-March, and the week prior to spring break we had went to clinicals for clinical orientation, and at this time, like, Hawaii already had a COVID case, and they were still planning to go on with clinicals. My teacher was like, honestly, it's just like the regular flu, all these things, yada, yada, yada. And I was like, what? This is crazy. Like, the hospital that we were actually supposed to have clinicals at had a COVID patient. And I was like, wow, okay, like, all right, like, you know what I mean? I'm going to do what I have to do. It's not like I have a choice. Like, I have to come to clinicals because I need to graduate. And so everyone was like, what the heck? Like, they were telling us, don't use PPE, this and that, like, there's a shortage, so that's for the nurses, not the nursing students, this and that. So that was just the orientation day, everything was totally smooth, and then spring break was the next week, and things just, like, erupted in America. I feel like things were changing so quickly. Italy was, like, sending all their data and just being like, this is really serious, this and that, and like, you guys need to take the precautions, take this seriously. And so like the schools were obviously freaking out, like, what do we do? And some of the universities on the island were shutting down, like canceling clinicals, but my school was still like, nope, you guys are gonna have clinicals, even though they were like, this is really serious, but you guys are gonna be graduating in a few months, so you guys will be out there anyways, you guys need to get the practice. So a lot of my classmates were like, what the heck? Because they were definitely like hoping, I think, to not have clinicals, or like, I don't know, like it was more like everyone on the island is shutting down, like all the universities, they're canceling clinicals, and we're the only school that's not going to, like, what? But by the end of spring break, which was that week, we got like 3 different emails like, you're going to clinicals, you're not going to clinicals, you're going to clinical, whatever. And then finally at the end they're like, okay, so all classes are canceled, all clinicals are canceled, everything is going online. And so like, I think some people are like, sweet, like, that's chill, like, it'll be online, whatever. But a lot of people are like, wait, how the freak are we gonna graduate? Like, we need our clinical hours to, whatever, for the board to allow us to go sit for the NCLEX. So at first they were trying to get us to be able to go to campus just once a week, or no, twice a week, for simulations in person. That did not slide. So then they were like, okay, what are we gonna do? Meanwhile, it's like easy for class, like lectures, to go online. That's, that's easy, whatever, you just do the lecture online, you listen to it, whatever. But clinicals was challenging, so finally I guess they got approved. And I don't know, I think that a lot of the other schools in the country are doing this too, but they finally allowed clinical to be online. And I think that the board of nursing is like trying to understand like that this is kind of like an emergency, it's a situation basically nobody expected, nobody has control over, and they're trying to just like be able to accommodate. So we now have clinicals online and lectures online. And we are still gonna graduate on time, hopefully. I can't believe it, and it's like in 5 weeks. Oh my gosh, I can't believe it. This is like so insane. It's like so surreal. So back to real quick online school. We have been online since spring break, which I think it's been like 3 weeks. It has been a lot of work. Like, I think people thought we're gonna go online and things will get like more chill. No, like we are still putting in the hours, guys. Like Mondays and Tuesdays I have clinicals, and at 8 a.m. I'm on Zoom. That's where we do our class meetings. We're on there for like an hour. Then we break out and do clinicals, which is like a bunch of online work. We watch videos, we look up evidence-based articles, we write a bunch of stuff. We do virtual simulations on the computer, which is vSim. I don't know if you guys have tried it before. It kind of reminds me of Sims, the game, except it's like in a hospital and you're taking care of patients and there's different interventions and your patient responds and they sometimes die and you save them or whatever kind of stuff. And so we do that, and then we come back for post-conference, which is another like 2 hours. So it's a full-on 8-hour day, and then you still have paperwork. So that resembles a regular clinical day, which is the whole point, so that we can still get our hours, we can still graduate and sit for, NCLEX. And then that's Monday and Tuesday, and then our teacher sends us our lectures online. So we listen to that and obviously do our own studying, which is exactly like it would be if we went to class. Nothing really changed there. And then we'll meet once a week for like a lecture where we kind of just like basically ask questions, and she doesn't like go over the whole thing. We just do like a case study or just ask questions and whatnot. So that's kind of what it's been like. I'm planning to post I don't know, what do I call it? Like an online clinical day. Yeah, so you guys can kind of just see what it's like. But I feel like I'm on my computer a ton, on my butt a ton. Like, it's hard to like balance school and life, I guess, which it's obviously been hard before, but now I just feel like it's all one place, you know what I mean? Like, my bed is where I sleep, my bed is also where I do my homework, and it's like a constant like just ongoing thing. And then all of our exams got moved up. Like, instead of having them on Fridays, they're now on Tuesdays, which I feel like is kind of like challenging because we have less time to study, and we're still doing ATI. So exams, the way we're taking exams is we still use ExamSoft, which is like this software that basically kind of like hacks into your computer and closes like all your tabs and make sure there's no other programs running other than your exam. So we do that and we take an exam like we normally would, but on our phone we set up Zoom so our teachers can proctor us and make sure obviously no one's cheating and stuff like that. And then we have 2 more exams left, which is our exam on neuro and liver this upcoming week. Then we have our accumulative final, and then we have a med-surg ATI, which luckily ATI was able to partner with some company that they'll be able to proctor us or something like that, and then our comprehensive ATI. And that will be it. Wow. Whew. Like, that's nuts. That is nuts. I can't believe this journey is going to be coming to an end soon. It's kind of bittersweet. I mean, like, I hated my life this year because it was, like, so hard. Not literally hated, but, like, you know what I mean? But at the same time, like, I made a bunch of friends, and in the pain and suffering, you still have memories, and you have those moments of, like, wow, you were so strong, and I can't believe you got through this really hard time. So, yeah, it's just pretty insane. Dang, like, I'm actually kind of, like, low-key emotional because, like, that's really, really crazy that you strive for something for a really long time and it takes years to get to those goals and you're finally there. Wow. Yeah, so hopefully if everything goes well, I'll graduate in the middle of May. And then obviously we're going to send all of our stuff to boards this upcoming month. And I don't know how long it'll take to sit for boards, but I don't really know what the game plan is after. I feel like the world's on pause, and I'm just taking it day by day. I'm not really making any plans like career-wise or life-wise or anything like that. And I'm just seeing where like the Lord's going to guide my steps and just trust him because he's gotten me this far. And oh my gosh, I really don't want to cry. I'm just like super blessed and super thankful, and yeah, I don't know, I'm emotional. Anyways, so that is the update of what's happening with school. But yeah, if you guys have anything else going on, like, I don't know, if you guys' school's doing anything different that you like or don't like, let me know in the comments. It'll be interesting to read what everyone's going through. It's definitely a really crazy time, but at the end of the day, God is good and life continues, and whew, you know, we're gonna be out there on those front lines soon too. So yeah, see you guys next time. So I was driving and like I just went to go grab some food and whatever, and I realized that I didn't mention we are not going to be having a pinning or walking ceremony. We're just going to basically graduate. They said that they are going to give us the opportunity to walk next December, but I feel like that's me so far away, and I don't really think anybody's going to want to do it. It definitely sucks because it's like we worked so hard, and you know, it'd be nice to just like, it's like a sentimental moment, but I mean, it's what it is. I don't think anybody else in America is going to be walking or having a real graduation, or I don't know. But yeah, I just wanted to mention that.